Deadpool and Wolverine director Sean Levy recently revealed that he could have directed Fox's X-Men films way ahead of his debut in Deadpool 3. So let's talk about him and Hugh Jackman almost teaming up for multiple films. So again, this comes at us from the director of Deadpool and Wolverine himself, Sean Levy. And he was talking about finally getting to direct a comic book film, which he recently revealed was something he was interested in doing for the better part of the last decade. And then he talked a little bit about the first time he got to work with Hugh Jackman, meeting him, both of them working on Real Steel, which if you guys didn't know, Sean Levy directed that, and that's when he really got to work with Hugh Jackman and a couple other actors like Anthony Mackie, Kevin Durand, Evangeline Lilly, so a few familiar Marvel faces in there, right? Well, he reveals that during the production of that film, and then during the post-production and release, he was deep in talks with Fox about potentially doing a couple of things. And he revealed that initially he was in the conversation to possibly direct The Wolverine. And that they essentially were trying to find a franchise for him because they liked what he was doing. And the idea was to hopefully grow the Wolverine franchise into more sequels and connect it to some of the other things that they were working on, such as Deadpool movie that was off and on again, more X-Men. Obviously, the reboot of X-Men happened with First Class that year, so they were going in a somewhat different direction. And as he revealed, the idea was to do this, but then James Mangold got on, but they eventually wanted to get to essentially an Old Man Logan Fox version of the film, which again, James Mangold did. So it's kind of interesting to hear him talk about how he was in talks with Fox for so long and ultimately ended up getting no gig on X-Men with them. But then years later, Ryan Reynolds would be like, hey, I know you had some conversations. We want to get Hugh back. You're friends with Hugh. You work with him. Also, want to direct Deadpool 3? And remember, I talked about in another video, he was surprised and genuinely shocked, but agreed to do it because he didn't want to miss out on it and regret it. And well, here we are, it's almost here, so the jury's out, I suppose.